Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another Mech Merlin stream. For those of you who have been following the group buys lately, you'll know that there's one particular board that is quite popular these days. It is an F-row-less keyboard going for about $139. What I'm talking about is the board that I'm building tonight, the Cycle 7. Comes in a variety of different colors, anodized and with their TKD coating, which I think is their own proprietary electrophoresis. PCBs come in wired soldered, or wired hot swap, or wireless hot swap, and wired only solder. Layouts are win key or win keyless. You get to choose. The weight, color, mirror polish, gold PVD. You guys can see all of this over here, but quite a few different options. So yeah, tonight's board, I picked green simply because I don't have too many green boards these days, and I really like this shade of green, particularly because I wanted to match it up with this Keyset. I've been struggling to find a nice green board for my GMK Kaiju. This is the board that will do it because I think the green is a perfect match. Today's switch of choice, the Hera switch. I'm getting the 60G variant. This is a JWK switch, linear, no factory lubrication, but because it's JWK, it's already pretty smooth. I detected very little spring ping, a lengthened stem, 5-pin housing, 3.8mm travel. Came in a nice little box like this. So fairly nondescript box, no markings or anything on it. But as soon as you open it up, you get this. Comes in a nice black case. Not the highest quality, if you will, but good enough. Good enough to support a board like this. It's got like a cover for the board itself and a little flap here in the back that has your, well, they gave me an aluminum plate right here. And the gaskets, which we'll have to add on in just a bit. There is the aluminum plate. And I will be building this board with all the foams. Alright, so yeah, it's got that P foam and it's got the plate foam. And we will also be putting the case foam. Yeah, these are straight from the factory and no factory lube. Very smooth out of the box and very little spring ping. In fact, this first one I picked up does not have spring ping at all. You going win key or win keyless? I will definitely be going win key. I've never liked the win keyless look, to be honest with you guys. And these are hot swap sockets. They are using JWK. Interesting. Microcontroller is a, I think that's an arm. Looks like an arm. I will point out that both the PCB and the plate have flex cuts in the same area. That should be all we need. We can get on to putting gaskets and whatnot on the case. I see that there is a thin film of plastic on it. And you guys know me, I'm not going to remove that plastic. Should just be able to lift it up, right? Oh, there we go. Yep. Gasket strip and gasket bean. Okay. Gasket bean provides a more elastic and interesting typing experience. Gasket strip offers a more delicate and soft typing experience. Gasket bean or gasket strip? Let's see. Seppu says beans. Mostly Solitude says beans. Healthy Mental says beans on the outside and strips on the inside. Strip sounds more permanent. Beans. Okay, everyone seems to say beans. So let's go with beans. Let's put on this foam. All right, we got it, and in it goes relatively easily. Yeah, check it out, guys. Turned out to be pretty good. Really like the color matching for it. So I think if I could redo it again, I probably wouldn't have asked for the really shiny brass weight. I would have asked for the more matte one so I could have some of that design. Alright guys, this is the TKD Cycle 7 group buy ending in less than 24 hours. I built mine with an aluminum plate, all of the foams in, and the JWK Studio Hera switches topped with GMK Kaiju. Here, let's see how this guy sounds. Nice. Okay. I'm gonna say that in terms of the sound, my choice of the Hera switches makes it a clack a little bit more than I was wanting it to. Overall, I do enjoy the sound. I'm a big fan of the F-Roller's TKL look, but I'm not a fan of regular TKLs. Yeah, I realized that I don't mind boards being long, but I don't like them being wide like this. Yeah, I like it. I like it. I am actually very impressed with the latch mechanism here. It makes it really easy to take apart the case without having to use a screwdriver. I like how you have a choice between the two different gasket mounting systems, and they're both very easy to put on. You guys can check this out over on clickclack.io. Once again, this guy ends in less than 24 hours. If you like what you see, if you like what you hear, go out and buy it. This is probably, check it out guys. I really love the color matching. All I have to do is find that missing A, and once I do that, all will be well with the world. But for now, I have to go with the green A. Alright guys, it is just about midnight here in Seattle. I do have to get to work early in the morning, but just wanted to give some of my first initial thoughts on the board before we call it quits for the evening. In terms of the build process, I think this is one of the more easier to build boards out there. I really like what someone in chat called the furniture closet design, where you could just like pull off the top and plug it back in really simply. Really appreciated that. Also the addition of the very easy to install gaskets worked out really well. For a board with a unique layout like this, I think this is a great steal. $130.39, especially from ClickClack. In my experience, pretty much every board I've ever received from ClickClack has had immaculate anodization or electrophoresis, whatever coating that they're using has been great. While I wouldn't rate every ClickClack board I've received a 10 out of 10, I would say the manufacturing and the overall presentation were definitely 10 out of 10, and this is no exception. So really enjoyed this one. In terms of the sound and feel, I'm really glad that they gave me an aluminum plate because I do prefer the stiffer side of things. And I like how this types. Really enjoy typing on this. Like these days, I do prefer the more higher pitched sounds, but I feel like my choice of the Hera switch made it a little too much. So I think if I were to rebuild this board, I might go for a different JWK variant. But yeah, overall, really enjoy this board. Highly recommend it, especially since you guys have less than 24 hours. Alright, thanks guys for tuning in. My next build stream will definitely be this week. I'll let you guys know what it is. It is a Canon keys board. That is the only hint that I will give you. So guys, thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you when I see you. Good night, everyone.